Noble's Tweedy against Skate Bravo. Now, this match supposedly could be a Superman Mirror. Now, Superman Mirror is a match that we haven't seen.
We actually haven't seen that yet.
Yeah,
on this broadcast.
Not on Hometown Heroes, and it's been pretty rare for Injustice 2 in general, but it's something we definitely saw a lot of in Injustice 1. I mean, more than enough.
Yeah. So the interesting thing as well about Tweedy is the fact that he's from Indiana, which is like halfway between Chicago and Atlanta, and he switched to the Atlanta region. And why did he do that?
So for the first few weeks, I mean, I guess we are in the 5th week. So for the first 4 weeks, he was playing in the Chicago region tournaments. And he didn't win every single one. Sometimes he loses to playing to win. Sometimes, I actually don't know if he lost to Perfect Legend ever. But he was always within that top 3 range. Regardless, he looked at the bracket and he said, well, that was a direct quote from him, by the way. I'm halfway between Chicago and Atlanta. So then he looked at Atlanta and he said, you know what? I think Atlanta is a lot freer than Chicago.
Rude.
So he thinks that he can really take Atlanta because by switching to Atlanta, he has given up all of his points.
Yeah,
every single point that he has.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, he's still got them over there. Maybe, I think he still has them over there in Chicago. I'm not sure. But regardless, he's starting from 0.
But at Atlanta, he has nothing.
Right. And now he's going to have to make it all the way back up into that top 4 spot, especially, which will be especially difficult because there's a player, a.k.a. Burritos, that we just saw, who already has something like 400 points. So
yeah, Burritos has a lot of points. Yeah. I mean, he only has to make it into the top 4, right? But still, like that's daunting to try to hit that first place, which is obviously going to be your goal as a competitor anyways, right? But Burritos is just so far ahead. But it looks like Noble Tweedy with Superman, a Swamp Thing?
It's very possible. Now, okay, I find this highly unlikely. I feel like he will probably just go and mirror him. Yeah, that is what he's going to do. He went for the little fake out there. So Skate Bravo did say that he mains Superman and Swamp Thing, but Swamp Thing is not really a character that you're going to want to choose against Superman. Let's be honest here. It's pretty tough for the Green Man.
Well, technically his was red, but...
Well, okay. But he's all about the green. So this will be a Superman mirror, just like we thought. And like I said, a mirror that we saw a lot in Injustice 1. Not so much in Injustice 2, but I think it's one of the most interesting mirrors. Believe it or not. Now, we're definitely going to see a lot of laser throwing and a lot of 4-2-3 breaths, but there's a huge mind game to all of these because, wow, just with lasers.
I'm listening.
No, absolutely. Now, this is one of my favorite zoning mirrors in the entire game because you can duck a straight laser, which gives you enough advantage to do a sweeping laser, or you can jump over an air sweeping laser, and that gives you zoning advantage, and then there's the exact same opportunity for the opponent off of whatever you do from yours. So there's just this gigantic back and forth of respect and lack of respect in the zoning game.
So essentially it's a game of inches with zoning.
Oh, if even. And another big thing in this matchup that I hope we get to see is people backdashing lasers. I think Tyrant kind of popularized
Tyrant was one of the best, yeah. Shoutouts to Tyrant. He really was one of the best. I mean, he was almost the procurer of that strategy.
Ooh, procurer. I like that word.
It's one of the very few big words I have to use.
He pulled out his dictionary right before that. He was like, hold on, I need a word.
Wake Up goes right through the Armored 4-3, and now it's going to be Bravo finding himself in the corner, taking 427 damage, and again just gets opened up by 4-2-3.
Find your own universe. This world is mine.
I do enjoy the fact that he's using the Demon Shader. It looks like he's not just fighting Superman. But right now, Tweedy with a huge life lead, he's taken so much damage from winning that zoning game.
Yeah, the thing that's crazy though is Superman is also one of the very nutty damage characters, right? Like he can turn that around incredibly fast, especially in the corner.
Oh yeah, I mean, we talk a lot about Black Adam damage, but Superman off of just a 4-2-3 in the corner, 4-2-3 in the trait for 1 bar gets over 600 damage.
It's gross.
Yeah.
And speaking of gross, Tweedy taking the first match pretty convincingly.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a comeback there from Skate Bravo, but Tweedy seemed like he was a little bit more familiar with the zoning game. Although there were still a few opportunities for punishes that we didn't see.
I just feel like he was more in control overall.
Agreed, absolutely, which is, of course, why he took the first game. Now, we could see Swamp Thing. He's thinking about it, but I don't know what he'll be able to pull off with that. Wow, what a cool Swamp Thing.
That's what I was saying, is Swamp Thing is red. I think maybe if Skate Bravo loses this next game, if it is as convincing or even more than the first, he might pull out Swamp Thing just to give it a shot. But
yeah, I could see that. Unless he's just trolling us, which I could see too. That would be great.
I hope not. That'd be really cool if he had a Swamp Thing.
Well, he's in the swamp level, so maybe the game is telling him exactly who to pick. But he takes the first hit this time with the down forward 3, the advancing sweep.
Down one goes to the check. Nice. Small punish, but still.
Oh! Tweedy getting hit by the low on Wake Up. Interesting. Nice. Tries to
nice
OTG.
block.
All right, nice side switch combo right there. That's going to give a really nice corner advantage. And corner advantage is so huge in this matchup. You see how he's jumping? He's actually baiting the jump from Tweedy. He's trying to fake out an air laser. Look at them, they're just baiting.
Yeah.
Oh, but Tweedy is just forcing so much more chip onto Skate Bravo.
Oh, wait a second. Huge opportunity now for Skate Bravo. But with the interesting choice. Used armor to go through a Wake Up, but didn't have the HP to do it.
Yeah, I feel like he maybe just wasn't keeping track of his health very well. Nice air to air. One of the best air to airs in the game. Superman jump 1.
Goodness. Nice dash.
Throws him back to mid-screen. Interesting choice, but still huge life lead from Tweedy.
Yeah, those throws are so good because
it.
They put you right in 4-2-3 range again on your Wake Up.
Tweedy went right for that down 1 into scoop. He didn't do down 1 breath, which combos. He did down 1 scoop. He was sure that down 1 was going to hit.
Oh, and again, this is almost the same situation as last game. Tweedy with still barely a first life bar and just takes it off Skate Bravo again. I think that's almost exactly the same health he had the first round left on that first life bar.
Yeah, and Tweedy just 100% controlling the zoning game. I mean, on top of the fact that it's getting him so much damage, he's just building so much meter and really just stopping the options from Skate. And okay, he actually is going.
So I told you, I was pretty sure if he lost the second game that he would go to Swamp Thing.
Well, he's doing it. Now, this is by many people considered the worst character in the game currently. And of course, Superman considered very potentially top 5.
Which
by
honestly,
a whole lot.
I feel like isn't even that bad in this game, right? Like if you're the worst character, it's not saying that the character is bad itself. It's just that all the characters are good. It's just some of them are blatantly better than others. Don't cringe face at me.
Well, this is definitely one of the characters that has a lot of the struggles. Now, sure, there are things that Swamp Thing has. Now, he has some of the longest normals in the entire game, but they're not that fast. On top of that, he is a grappler. Essentially, he's got a great up-close command grab that can switch sides, that can give you life back. There's a whole bunch of different options off of it. But the biggest issue for him are his normals. They're rather slow, and against a character like Superman, who's got an 8-frame forward 2, that is going to be tough.
Oh, and that is not the fastest back 3, but he does get it.
An interesting choice of combo off of that. He could have got a lot more damage.
I think he wanted corner position, though.
Well, he got it, but right now it's not working out too well for him.
Down one scoop. Oh, gets under.
Ooh, very nice.
Good blocks.
Ooh, tries to check with a 1-1. The little Vine Whip is a 1-1.
And I'll be honest, so far he's not doing that bad.
He's not at all. He's actually doing rather well. Using the wow,
the console
full screen. Tweedy's like, oh, he's not going to zone me, and then he just gets hit by a giant computer.
Again, really good use of that meter burn dash. Gets under, and that's the second time he's caught him with a down 2 in the conversion.
It is, but again, not really a full conversion. It's very interesting. Ooh,
clash.
That was a very late clash. But Skate Bravo does have the lead, doing considerably better than when he was using Superman.
Oh, that time he tried it again. Didn't get through, though.
Oh, and getting caught by the forward 2. Tweedy not blocking this should be huge damage.
Oh, man. Superman also with 3 bars. Even if the clash came, he would lose that. Oh my, 3 bars, and he's gonna lose this clash. He's gonna have nothing but chip health left.
And that's all it takes against Superman sometimes.
So smart though, very smart from Skeet to not spend any bar. Oh, but
unfortunately,
I wanted to see the comeback so bad.
Me too. I would have loved to see that. That is actually the first time that we've seen Swamp Thing in almost any tournament.
Stream, yeah.
Just in general. There are just a few few Swamp Things out there. So it was really nice to see it, and I honestly wish he had gone Swamp Thing from the very first game. Maybe we would have seen him do a little bit better. He looked a little bit, well, he didn't look as comfortable as Tweedy did in the Superman mirror as far as zoning. And then, of course, he just really couldn't get in too well, but he seemed to get in. Honestly, he got in a lot better as Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing, yeah, you're absolutely right. And at the end, it was really good to see him not spend any bar, because he knew he was going to lose the clash anyways. He knew he was going to get put to chip health, so he saved the meter to try to do something, which you saw there, meter burn roll to get some offense going, and he just barely got tagged by the end of the eye laser.